racing games on PC, and I was using a PS4 controller for this game, and so my driving is not perfect with a controller. It's more sensitive on the controller. It's much more sensitive. So if you see me making a turn way too early, it's just because I got used to using the steering wheel on PC or the keyboard and mouse, and it's a little less sensitive. So my apologies in advance for some of the cringeworthy moments of driving. Like I said, I only had 10 minutes to play the game, and that's not enough time to really become an expert, so this is mostly a first impressions based video. Now, let's talk about the positives of the game. So, Need for Speed, I think, has been one of the good arcade-like racers. So, they really go for gameplay. They go for an easy-to-use experience. The controls are just... You learn them super quick. Like I said, I had 10 minutes to learn the game, and by the last 4 minutes, I really understood how to play. I was doing a lot better, and it was easy to learn. It's something you can jump right into and have no problems playing, and I like that. And another positive I felt was, again, I like the idea of cops versus racers. But again, that's a little opinion based, so you might not like that type of thing. You might just like strictly racing, no strings attached. I've always been kind of fond of games like Twisted Metal, games where, you know, demolition, like a demolition derby, games that allow you to be a little reckless. I enjoy that, so obviously I like this concept. It's like role-playing, not as sexy, but much more intense. And let's talk about some of the negatives I noticed. And again, this is only going by a 10-minute demo, so these are really first impressions. I mean, this isn't a full review of the game by any means, so there you have it. But one thing I've noticed so far is that in regards to next-gen racers or driving games, this one probably doesn't look the best in terms of graphics. And again, you have to keep in mind that Need for Speed it's never really gone for that. So if you're looking for something super realistic in terms of like almost a driving simulator, if you're thinking of it that way, Need for Speed kind of focuses less on graphics, I'd say, and more on gameplay. So that's not necessarily a negative for everyone, but I think in terms of next gen, a lot of people are looking forward to flawless graphics, just a huge improvement from the current titles. So that's, again, opinion-based, much like if you like cops versus racers or not. Now, another thing I noticed, and maybe it was a weird deja vu, or maybe the map is actually super similar. This map felt very, very eerily similar to what I had just played on Need for Speed Most Wanted last year. I felt like it was just so similar, like it was the same exact map. In the mountains, lots of shrubbery. Again, this was only a small portion of the map as well. The demo didn't include the whole world. So I just remember seeing, you know, the mountains in Most Wanted, the lighthouse, and then I saw it again here, and I was like, wait a second, this seems really familiar. So I wish it would have been not as obvious, but again, not a huge deal. It's kind of, again, I think they mainly go for gameplay, and that's more of a graphical thing, so, you know, whatever. You'll have to make your own decisions there, but as for the game, I did really enjoy the gameplay mechanics. I thought it worked really well, and I enjoyed playing it. It was intense, it was fun, we had a fun group of people, and so I could definitely see this being one of those games you just... well, if you're of age, you play some drinking games with your friends. Get wrecked while you get wrecked on the game. Just do shots every time. Every time your car gets wrecked as a racer, shot. Every time you lose a racer as a cop, shot. And I could see it being a really fun game to play with friends. Not necessarily drunk, that was a joke. But a good competitive game, and it's multiplayer based, so you'll always have someone to play with. So, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this gameplay footage from E3. Have a great day!